Whatever your life currently looks like, it is your first choice. You chose it. If that feels untrue, if you resist that idea, the idea that the life you are currently living is your ideal, your first choice, good. That means you have thoughts that flow in opposition to your own preferences. You have resistance, and you get to let that resistance go and move in the direction of the things you want. Surrendering resistance is a practice, and it's a fun practice because it always leads to feeling better, to looking ahead and looking forward instead of looking backward. It always leads to optimism and happiness now. All it takes is to remember the feeling of happiness any way you can and to recognize its presence in the present moment. In fact, the moment you remember happiness, you are recognizing it in your now. To remember a feeling is to feel it in the present moment. Unconditional happiness, pure joy, joy that is free from resistance, is inclusive. Inclusive even of your unhappiness. You are happy even about being unhappy, if that makes sense. You are able to observe your own unhappiness and make light of it. Be irreverent almost. Not exactly irreverent, but almost. You are able to be light-hearted and good-humored about your own ill humor. Whatever feels wrong with your life, whatever feels lacking about it, you always have the option of simply accepting what it is and looking forward to something preferred. Disappointment and regret are unnecessary as happiness itself. You get to choose how you feel. You can be happy no matter what, and you can be unhappy no matter what. No choice is ever required of you. Nothing is ever required of you because you are a free being. Even if you think you are playing it safe by sticking with plan B until you can make plan A work, or that you were forced to adopt plan B because you couldn't make plan A work, you are still enjoying your first choice. You chose it. It's just that you're calling it plan B. There is no plan B. If you've chosen it, it's plan A, your first choice. The thought that you couldn't, that you can't, you couldn't have your first choice, or that you can't make it work is a belief. One that runs in opposition to the story of your own agency and freedom. Knowing that you are free and that you get to choose, isn't that pretty much synonymous with being happy? Anytime you think you are not free and that you are forced to choose something other than your first choice, you are aligning your energy with less happiness, less joy, which is also a choice. How free do you feel? How happy do you feel? Do you feel used to getting what you want? Are you used to enjoying yourself? Are you used to having fun? Do you smile and laugh often? Do you breathe deeply often? Do you often take deep, satisfying breaths? Do you love your life? How lucky do you feel? Do you give praise and thanks frequently? Practice telling the story of having and enjoying what you desire. You are someone who enjoys life. You do things you love and you love what you do. You enjoy your first choice and you're used to having what you want. You allow things to serve you, even things that appear unhelpful. You allow all things to benefit you, even your own negative feelings. You see evidence of your well-being everywhere. Reasons to be happy everywhere, no matter where you go. You give yourself permission to have fun and relax. You don't wait for permission from anyone else. You don't dwell in feelings of fear or frustration, even if you occasionally notice them. You are a receiver. You are open and receptive to good things. You notice all things good and wonderful and beautiful and fun. You notice things that you like and prefer. You notice their best qualities. You have a strong and constantly growing awareness of what you love and appreciate and enjoy, whether it's colors, numbers, animals, people, places, food, activities. Symbols of your happiness are all around you wherever you go. Manifestations of your happiness are all around you wherever you are. Maybe you notice them because they are there, or maybe they are there because you notice and pay attention to them. Either way, you are never far from things that represent your happiness and love. Wherever you go, you have the awareness of having chosen it, of preferring it, of loving and enjoying it. You feel lucky. There are things you want to do and you get to do them. You allow yourself to do them. And because you do what you enjoy, you feel thankful and appreciative. You feel lucky and happy. You feel fulfilled, and you always look forward to more. You are unhurried. You take your time. You spend your time and resources in joy. You spend your time. You spend your attention consciously, intentionally, deliberately, joyfully. You allow life to amuse and entertain you. You like your life and you like who you are.